because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Motion man right is Rice. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
That is caught and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Now the try here for the point after. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
The score, Chiefs 7, Bears 0. Roberto Sanchez set to
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
In motion left, Claypool. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. For the Bears at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the...
He's got daylight. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag, and they'll accept that penalty. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go play fake. Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bears' 34-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. Didn't march to the end zone the last time out.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield, have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
So on fourth down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Good.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On play action, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. This ball deep for Tony. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields eluding the pressure right. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way up near midfield. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambled for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
Rolling to his left. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now here's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. His throw caught at about the 5. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he returns this to the 22. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A big sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. It's fielded at the 45. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 48-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the moment.
There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Chicago. Josh Jacobs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
It's complete, and he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a one-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
At their own 45-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A little juke. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. Oh, nice move. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Running the toss here to Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
And now a give, but this is going to be a reverse. And that won't work out for big yardage, but a decent gain there on the trickeration.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Fields.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Jacobs is going backwards here. Well, they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
Here we go.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sets up 3rd down and goal.
Here's Fields.
Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the... line.
52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Mahomes going to throw.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And second down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Yeah, they're going to speed things up here. In motion right, that's Claypool. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And all the Chiefs have it. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Mahomes will throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
1st down, Kansas City.
Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So illegal touching, Charles, on the outside.
And a lot of people wonder if the quarterback should see that. No, it's not his job to understand if the receiver's inbounds or out of bounds. You'd expect him to be there. But if he takes a step out, he essentially becomes ineligible. And that's not a tough one for an official to see, especially one standing on the sideline.
Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Mahomes to throw it. This is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow! Wow!
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
This is first and 10.
Sit high.
Now Fields. Gets this to Moore. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here we go.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Go.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So 3 points, the deciding margin, and the kick no good at the end that could have sent us to overtime. And while it was a decently long kick, you know, we've almost gotten to the point with these kickers these days, anything inside 60, we just expect them to make it, but that was a tough pressure kick.
I love how you brought that up, though. That is so true, because the kickers have almost done themselves a disservice by being so good. Exactly right. And when they do miss it, I'm not sure we give enough gravity to the idea of, you know, that's a really long kick in a difficult situation, folks. Tough attempt, and he missed.
So for Kansas City, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.